Is one of the top Disney movies pretty much of all time, and now it's on the stage right here for Broadway in Detroit. Here to tell us all about the production, of course, we're talking about Frozen. Metro Detroit native Lauren Nicole Chapman here with us this morning. So glad to have you here with us.
Good morning.
And we're always rooting for our local favorites. How does it feel to be part of this show and do it here at home?
You know, I've been a part of the show since 2017. I love this musical so much, and to be able to share it with my friends and family and all the people that have supported me growing up is just a dream come true.
Yeah, you've got to tell us. So has your family, how many times have your family, your friends, your neighbors, probably all your teachers, everybody, you know, has been heading out to see you in the show?
Everyone's been coming out, and it has been such a joy. My mom has seen it probably upwards of 50 times.
That's hilarious.
You know,
of course.
and she'll see it more, but it's been really, really special.
And what has been your biggest takeaway? What do you think as far as like the audience here in Detroit? How are they receiving this?
They are so warm and joyful, and you know, I think what I've been noticing is it's not just our young theater viewers. It's been, you know, people of all ages have been enjoying it and walking away with a little tear in their eye, which I think is just so special.
Has the show changed at all for you, you know, being with the show for such a long run?
Yes, we have a new song on the tour called I Can't Lose You. We have 12 new songs in the musical written by the same composers as the animated film. But yeah, we you know, we're constantly rehearsing, keeping things fresh. So, you know, it's certainly changed from time to time. Yeah.
And now, is it different from city to city? I always wonder about that when it's the same show, and whether or not you have a touring company or, you know, in that regard. Are there different twists that you might see in one city versus another?
Yeah, you know, certainly with Anna, she's a bit of a quirk, right? And so I am sort of listening to audience reactions, seeing where, you know, certain jokes land differently, maybe in a different state. So that's what's super fun and unique about, you know, live theater.
And now at this point, I've noticed, like we were talking earlier in the commercial break, the matinee crowd is so different, right? Do you ever alter or tweak, probably not the music, but in terms of where certain jokes do land? And do you notice if it's different in terms of an adult audience or if it's younger?
Sure. You know, I definitely am thinking about the fact that, you know, these characters are so beloved by young people. And so I think there's a little bit of a, you know, responsibility there to sort of uphold, you know, my version of Anna with a little bit of the animated film in there as well. You know, it's a big responsibility. It's also certainly a lot of young people's first experience with a Broadway show. You know, I was one of those little kids in the audience watching, you know, The Lion King in downtown Detroit and saying, I want to do what they're doing. And so, you know, it's a big responsibility and a huge honor.
Yeah, and making those special memories, I think that last a lifetime.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, so wonderful to have you here with us today. Continued success to you and continued success with the run. And we're also sharing with folks as well. It's at the Detroit Opera House, Broadway in Detroit, Frozen. It is going now until December 17th, so there is still time to catch you in the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for stopping by.